Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Dirty Doug here once again at the old shed. Doing Dirty Doug things. Just finishing up this van here today so I can get it back to my customer. It's another wet, old, damp day out. It is raining cats and dogs still. It's been doing this nonstop for way too damn long. It's starting to be annoying. And yeah, as you know, I showed you guys me putting a patch in the van there yesterday. I mean, there's a lot more to it than me just throwing a patch down and everything, right? I had to clear everything out of the van that was in there. There's a couple sheets of plywood on the floor. There's a big, I'm standing on it right now, a big old rubber mat on the floor. Big old rubber mat on the floor of the van. I had to remove all that, get that out so I didn't burn it all to hell welding. And of course, you know, it hauls wood, so there's wood dust and wood pieces and wood chips, everything, all kinds of wonderful flammables in there, stuff that would go right up, make that van go right up too. We didn't want that, so I just had to get in there and I had to sweep all that stuff up and clean all this stuff out and pull it out and put it in here and yeah, the hole that was there, that was all wet around the hole, and I had to dry all that out and get that so I could weld to it and clean it all up and stuff. So that's kind of what I'm out here doing today or right now. I got to get this van back together so I can call my customer and get them their van back so they all can work again with it tomorrow. And so that's what I'm going to do right now. I'm just going to kind of chat with you guys, and I'm going to open this door up, get in the back of this old van, and clean all my goodies out of it. Like, I had more than enough. Like, I got to wrap up cords, take out welders, all that wonderful stuff. So that's what I'm doing right now, getting this old van ready while the rain stops for 5-6 seconds. Anyway, everything's in the way. My wonderful cart that Tom made me. I like my cart. This is a good cart. Welder worked good, thanks to Nathan giving me a regulator for my tank. Yeah. I'm still gonna get in there, sweep the rest of the van out. I'm gonna clean it all up for them. Clean it all up for them and stuff. Just hold tight. I'm gonna clean the van all up because it's still dirty inside, as far as I'm concerned. So there's still a lot more to it than just yamming a patch in her. The patch turned out pretty good, I thought. Worked well. Goes and got my microphone on today, guys. Welder still works crispy. Still loving me welder. Most excellent. Yeah, all kinds of goodies back here. I had a couple bungee cords holding up some of these nice lights that Edward had given me. These lights are awesome. I love them. I can see everything so clearly now. Where I had troubles before, working blind all the time. You can see those wonderful lights that I got gifted to me. I love them. They're great. Couldn't ask for a better light, really. I'll put that on the back of the old TR7 here. Great lights. I got one turned on over there right now. It's still messy in here. Clean it all up. Wrong grinders out. Set those there for now. And tidy up. There's always extra processes to doing all this stuff. today, I'm not doing much more than this. Cleaning up, getting this van out of my driveway. The thing's 18 feet long. Takes up a lot of room. It sure does. So what else I got to do today is I got to get my old Betty Boop in here. She's up for an oil change. So I got to gear my shop back up. Set that back up so I can get my car in here. And change the oil in it. Yeah. Other than that, today's going to be a nice quiet day for me. This Sunday. I hope you're all having a wonderful day. Hope everything's good. Hope everyone's happy and healthy. I'm happy. Jax isn't all that healthy right now. Just woke up. He's still got his cough. Stubborn, won't go to the hospital. Everything's wet. I mean, everything is wet. It's ridiculous. But had to get her done. Patch turned out really good. I'm pleased with it. I mentioned Paul will be too. Gets him back on the road. Yeah. Had a sweepy sweep. Everything's wet in here even. Wasn't even raining in here. It's just that damp out right now. It's just that bad. It's always a good common courtesy to clean up everything in your customer's vehicle after you're done working in it. Even though metal, even though it was messy when it came here, so should clean it all up, do my thing, and finish out my job. I think I have a couple more of these vans to do. I sure would like to have a garage big enough to put them in. That's my problem with these vans. They're just too big, too long, but there sure is a lot of them on the road. Most of them need work. That's what I'm here for. Do these old rusty dusty jobs. Not everybody likes doing the rusty dusty jobs, but work's work. You always pick and choose what you want to do for work. Probably do the same thing over and over again, which is probably practically nothing. I hope that's all. I didn't see anything else in there. The rest of the van looks like it's in really good shape inside. We found that one holy hole. I hope that's all that's there. From what I can see. That door's not going to stay open for me, and I need it to. I'm going to get in here and grab a bungee cord. Make sure it stays open. Because I have to drag that mat back in there. There we go. That's that. There's a busted up box with a whole bunch of goodies in there too. Those are all bagged now. Now, this large rubber mat isn't exactly the lightest thing in the world or the easiest thing to carry around. It's awkward as hell. I'll drag it in there myself. Situate it all out. This damn cord out of my way. Cordless anything would be a blessing. I mean, I really don't like dealing with cords. All this is just tangled up mess all the time. Gets very annoying. But that's that. Move camera out of the way. There you go. Nice. Now, back, front, back. Yep, got her. This is going to be fun. Yeah. Yeah. You can almost stand up the back of this thing. I can. There we go. Well, Maddie Matt. I'll back in straight patch again. I'll just take the phone right out of the holder. There we go. No, I'm hand bombing. It should be no patchy patch. Right? Everything's damp in here again. It's so damp outside. But there's our patchy patch. You beat that with a hammer like I already did. Nothing wrong with that patch. That'll work just fine. And yeah, so gloves. Old patchy patch. Seem to patch up a lot of stuff, don't I? Just patching up on something. Some patch man. Yeah, we had a couple sheets of plywood here. I dragged them in through. One. I don't know what that was, but it didn't sound good. Alright. 2 peel plywood. And a whole lot of extras. Hope that stays. Be nice if it does. And a whole lot of extras. All these blankets. I assume they use them for covering up their goodies. We'll take them, fold them all up. Common courtesy to do all this stuff, right? That blanket's toast. It doesn't go very far, does it? Wow. Paul, you need new blankets. I'll fold them up anyway. And thank everybody for all your nice comments on my job here. Everyone seemed to think it looked quite nice. It was a nice looking job. It went fairly quick. Didn't waste no time doing it. I jumped right into her, went right at her, got her done. Like I always do. No fear in that. Don't work, you don't get things done. I definitely work. And I'm out here on Sunday still doing this stuff. It all pays. Don't know what that box is. First aid, maybe. Tire kit. That's it. After this, I'm going to throw old Betty Boop in the garage. She's due for an oil change. Even though it's time to set her up, not drive her anymore. Needs an oil change. Getting another vehicle. I haven't got a winter vehicle yet. I know there's a bunch of vehicles in the yard here, but not mine. They're not mine. I'll throw those back there. 212. Here we go. Yeah. There we go. Good job. Well done, little dirty dog. It's like that. Everything's back in her. Everything's out of her. Everything's ready to go. Now I can get a hold of me customer. Come get this thing out of my yard. It's too big. It takes up too much room. No, I can't get it in the shop at all. I should leave this. Doug would love to have another shop that we can fit these things in. I'd probably always be doing big vehicles. I used to do big trucks at one time, like cement trucks and big 18-wheelers and stuff. I used to do them a lot. It's always fun doing big trucks and Peterbilts with all them huck bolts and everything all the way around them. It wasn't much fun at all, actually. I clean up my workspace here. That's a mess. That's part of the mess too. Everything's part of the mess. Yep. There's a lot more to all this stuff than just throwing a patch on and kicking it out the door. There is. Yep. Now, my tire in there. I always put this tire on a lot of vehicles. I've showed you this stuff before. It's Resto cement plastic. It's gnarly stuff. It'll keep the water out of your house. Definitely keep the water out of your car, right? So, Mr. Clean right now. I gotta move this table. Get my old Betty in here. Change the oil in it. Then I'm gonna go hang out with my kid. He's still sick. He wants me to watch movies or play video games with him. Which is all cool. Alright. Now, my good friend, like I said yesterday, Joe Stone, he bought me a nice pair of gloves, bunch of earplugs, bag of pens. It's always nice to get gifted stuff, especially stuff that we need. Always need stuff and things. There's my gauge that blew up yesterday. Boom. That's what you get for knowing nothing. It all worked out in the end. Nathan pulled through for me. Let me gauge off his oxygen acetylene tank. The weekend comes around here. You don't get everything by Saturday at noon, you're probably not going to get what you want, because nothing's open anymore after Saturday at noon, which sucks. Makes it hard for us. for all those that have to work on the weekend and we're not exactly sure what we need. You can't just run to town and get it. But think about it. In like other countries and stuff like that, these guys, the people don't have that option of just running to town and getting anything they want. They usually have to make it themselves. Come up with another solution how to do it or how to get it. So we're kind of spoiled around here, even if we can't get what we want, we'll eventually will. And we're spoiled with that. You don't think about stuff like that. Take advantage of the thought. Everybody does. Nobody, auto body these days is just kind of replacement parts anyways. Apparently, from what I'm told, nobody does rust work anymore. But me, I do rust work. I mean, it's nothing else. I'll just take what I can. Do whatever I can to get by. Work's work. I always picked and choose what I wanted to do. I'd be in the gravy all the time. Gravy jobs daily. But can't always get gravy jobs. People like everyone's saying, let's talk more work. This is part of the work right here. This is just the part that you don't see. All the stuff like on TV that you don't see. The TV shows. All of a sudden, the car's there, and then all of a sudden, at the end of the show, it's done in an hour. That's not reality. That's nowhere close to reality. All these shops are spotless clean, and everyone's wearing white t-shirts that ain't got a speck of grease or dirt on them. Stuff like that. It's not reality, man. Reality is right here, what I'm doing. Working. Showing the work. Every bit of it. Doing it all by myself. All the cleanup. All the put the tools away. All the reorganization of everything. And that's all part of the job. It's all part of the job. Just difference between on a TV show and here. I'm showing it to you. Even though I'll get a bunch of people that say that you didn't do nothing, all you did was talk. Cleaned up my shop. Just doing something. As far as I'm concerned, just doing something. I'm still moving. Gotta get this table down. And get old Betty Boop in here. Do her servicing, her normal servicing. I mean, I tell you to do have a car like mine and drive it, and like daily drive it like I do. It's full-time maintenance. I mean, you're always fiddling with it or doing something with. You hear a little noise and you got to find it and crap like that. A hobby car. You own a car like that and to drive it every day, you might drive it for 4 days, but you're probably gonna have to work on it for 2 of them 4 days. Like I find I'm constantly working on my own car just to keep it going. And then when wintertime comes, well, what do you think I'm going to do? I'm going to probably work on that car most of the winter. So this thing's heavy. Oh yeah, very heavy. I have a bunch of stuff I want to do to that car. I was showing you before. I wanted to change the transmission mount. I changed the rear end mount. I want to change the engine mounts. I want to do a whole bunch of stuff to it. Go over it, regular maintenance, just make sure it's ready for next season. If it's nice out here in the wintertime, I'll take that car out. Weehoo! Printer knocked that over, you see that? Nice save. Probably take that car out in the wintertime on nice days to still drive it. Because I only like kind of store it. I keep it going, I keep it started, and I keep it moving around and stuff like that. I don't just take it and put it in storage and say, "Oh, I'm not going to touch it for 4 or 5 months." I don't do that. I don't do that with any of my running vehicles. I would never take it, put a cover over it, and just, oh, there you go, leave it. Like, that's just pointless. I have a bunch of vehicles just for looking at. This guy, I find it completely pointless anyway. Vehicles are made to be driven. You all know that. You have a bunch that you just park, stare at, brag about like you're a show off. That's just dumb. Just dumb. You got a car and you aren't driving it. That's just a waste of time, waste of space. Maybe some of them cars like that are just made and put in storage, maybe they're not drivable. You ever think that? Maybe they can't be driven. Maybe they don't work. That's why they're just parked there and they never move. That could be, right? I think that's probably one of the reasons why they never move. Because they can't. You drive, it's just there and you can't move it. The hell's the point of it? Sell it to someone or give it to someone. People out there that don't have cars. Don't have enough money to buy a car. And there's some people out there that got 50 cars. They just park and admire. Brag about, take pictures of. Pretty dumb, eh? Cars are made to be driven. End of story. And that's that. So, alright, back to something different here. Okay. There we go. Now, I'll show you some things I was doing here to me TR7 here. Because I can. Put you up there for a second. Door open. The door's open and closed just fine on this car, even though it's sitting like this. Now look at this. Jack stands right there. That frame rail, that car is sitting right on that frame rail. All this piece of floor here is toast, right? Almost right up into the tunnel. See that hole there? So I'm going to replace all that. And what I'll do is, my plan is, the whole thing curves down right here. It goes, what curves downhill right there. I'll make a flat piece to here, and I'll cover in this square, and then I'll make a pan that comes up and sits on top of that, so it'll be like a two-piece floor. That's one of my plans for this. And like I was saying, I was chipping the butyl off again, as you can see up here where I welded. I was chipping that off, looking for more holes. I'm going to fill this hole full of stuff. I'm going to do something with that hole. Something needs to be done with that. I've got to do this piece. I'm going to do a piece right here. I'm going to do something there. I have to do something under this rail right here. I have to do something under it. Across. And I have to tie that into the floor that's I put in there. Now, I welded this up the other day. I know it doesn't look pretty, but I want a little edge there, so I can kind of set my floor into it. That is like a pointed floor. It comes together. It comes like, it's pointed, goes down, then goes in, and the rocker hits it. That's for me floor to kind of sit on. I have to make that piece before I can make this square piece of this floor. You know, like I said, I started working on it, chipping away stuff at it. I was hitting it with the air hammer. I would just rattling with my old air hammer, and then, come to find out, I got to get way up. Excuse me. I got to get way up into there, because as you can see, I've got rusty dusties up in there too. I'm going to have to get way up in there. Repair. Just non-stop, right? It's like I'm replacing the whole back side of this car, pretty much. I pretty much am replacing the whole back side of this car. And I'm probably going to have to do the same on the other side too. So I was looking at that, and it doesn't look like it's in that great shape either. But you know what? I can climb right in this bugger. I can climb right in there. And I can come up here and I can say, now look at this. Right. Holy, right? That's a big old drain kind of hole. I'm just going to cover that thing over. But as you can see, this whole pan needs to be replaced too. By the time I get chipping at her with Mr. Airhammer there with her welded on spade, I've welded a couple spades on that thing so far because I keep smashing them off because that's what I'm really attempting to do. So I'm going to do that corner. Lots of work on this too, right? It's like a never-ending supply work. If I'm not working on someone else's vehicle, I'm puttering away on this old thing. Because that's what I do. But priorities for today are my Betty. Getting the Hank up the door. Getting that to the customer. Getting paid for it. All that fun stuff. So I might not have worked on a car today. Well, I kind of did. I might not have done any patchwork or welding or anything like that, but I did work. It's all part of the job. Doing what I just showed you. Cleaning up, tidying up, getting the vehicle ready for your customer to pick up. It's all part of the job, man. It's all classified as work. And the only thing the difference is, I took the camera and I showed you the process of what it actually takes to do all this stuff, right? It's all part of the job, man. So, I'm going to go get my Betty. I'm going to move this van out of the way, all 18 freaking feet of it. I'm going to get this van out of the way. But first, do my advertisement thing for my old buddy here. Again, these guys are called Finish and Touch, professional wood finishing, quality spray finishing staircases, cabinets, and doors. They're quite busy. I've been out to the shop. Their shop is very well set up. It is a very well organized system they have out there. It is there's no messing around with these guys. They know what they're doing, and they're the stuff. And like I said in my last video, these guys not only do this stuff, they deliver these things right to the job site. That, I mean, is golden. So there we go. There's your advertisement for today. And so I'm going to move this 18-foot long monster out of my way, get my Betty in here. And I just want to say thank you all for coming back. Thank you all for tuning in. Thank you all for liking, subscribing, and all the great positive comments too, right? You guys are killing it with comments. You're going to make my head swell up and blow right up, right? So that was just a quick patch job. I just wanted to show you what I was doing. I mean, it turned out great. It's not anatomically correct, but it'll definitely keep the water out of the van for my buddy. And that is another job well done for Doug. All right. Now, as far as I know, I have another one coming tomorrow. I'm not going to say what it is because it might not even show up. I don't know. I'll find out today. But like I said, anyways, thank you, everybody. Thank you for everything. Really appreciate it. A shout out to everybody that is taking part in this one with me. Thank you very much. This is my video for today. If I get crazy ambitious and I see what my young fella says, I might even do another one or something. Because, man, I look around here, I got lots to do, right? So, anyways, that's part of the job too, what I just showed you. It's not always patchy, weldy, grindy. There's lots to everything. In most shows and stuff, you just don't see that stuff. But that stuff's there. It don't go away until you do it. So, I'm going to say thank you very much. Come back. Off to the next job. Dirty Doug, over and out.